What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel, man. I hope you guys are having a great week. This video is definitely going to be very different. Now, if you guys keep up with my shorts and different things that I post on TikTok and YouTube shorts, you've noticed that I've kind of dabbled a little bit into golf content. Now, listen, golf content is something that is really hard for me to even wrap my head around, especially being someone as young of a fan as I am. This has really been my second year paying attention to golf fully, watching pretty much every tournament, trying to keep up with all the golfers. And the moment for me that I really enjoyed golf was last year's Masters when Jon Rahm won. Jon Rahm became one of my favorite golfers throughout that year. Had definitely struggled sometimes throughout the tour, but I loved watching him. I love watching guys like Scotty Scheffler and Brooks Koepka, even though he's not on the tour anymore. Different things like that. I came onto the golf scene right as LIV and the PGA, with that whole storyline was happening. And so a lot of drama was coming on to the scene and different things like that. But that's not what this video is about. I'm just trying to give you a little bit of background into my insight of the game of golf. And if you guys are interested in golf content, let me know if you want more of it. This video is going to be the 5 tips on how to watch the Masters. I've seen a lot of videos about, here's my 5, here's my 10 tips to what you should do when you go to the Masters and different things like that. And I don't know about y'all, but one, traveling to Augusta, Georgia for someone like me who makes the same amount of money as me is virtually impossible. On top of spending $2,000 to $3,000 on a ticket just for one day, let alone a practice round, is virtually impossible. And so I wanted to give you guys my tips to have the most enjoyable watch experience of the Masters. So like I said, if you guys are interested in more golf content, especially more long form, instead of just shorts and TikToks, different things like that, please let me know. I'm excited for this video, but we're going to go ahead and hop on straight into this video. All right, you guys, so like I mentioned before, this is the 5 tips to have the most enjoyable watching experience for the Masters. Number 1, it's pretty simple. Download the Masters app. The Masters app gives you a lot of ways to watch different featured groups. It gives you pretty much all of the group pairings that you see through Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. You won't need it for Saturday and Sunday when I tell you the rest of my tips, but especially for Thursday and Friday, you get to watch all of your favorite golfers. You get to keep up with all of the scores and different scoreboards. Plus, it just has a really cool theme. Anything with the Masters theme, I'm a sucker for. And so being able to keep up with all of your favorite golfers through Thursday and Friday is definitely a really cool thing. Being able to watch them, they don't have a lot of commercials. They definitely have some, but not as much as if you were to watch it on something like YouTube TV or just your regular cable service. Also, it comes in clutch for guys or girls who have to work Thursday and Friday and can't afford to take off Thursday or Friday. You can put it in your pocket, you can listen to it. If you're at a job where you can watch stuff, it's right there on your phone, tablet, computer, whatever you have available to you to be able to keep up with the Thursday and Friday rounds of the Masters. I know that's really important to a lot of guys and people who watch the Masters, is not being able to see Thursday and Friday. And for me personally, I'm one of those people who want to be able to watch, at least listen to a lot of the stuff that's going on Thursday and Friday, because I just like to keep up. It builds storylines. It builds pretty cool things. You get to see the way guys play different holes through different days based on weather, based on where the pin is at that day. It's just a really cool experience to be able to know Sunday if a guy's in contention and he made this putt from, 5 feet longer than what he has now. It just really adds to the storyline for me personally. So if you guys can't take off Thursday or Friday to watch the Masters, definitely download the app. It is crucial to the watching experience. Moving on to my number 2 tip, don't let Thursday and Friday bore you. I know a lot of you guys are just now getting into golf, very similar to how I was. And whenever I would watch golf, I would watch on a Thursday or a Friday or maybe even early Saturday morning. I'm like, I don't get it. Why do people watch this sport? It's so boring. Don't let Thursday and Friday bore you. These things take time to build. Like any good thing, it takes a little bit to get momentum going. Thursday, especially right when it tees off, the vibes of the Masters are very fun for me personally, where I have the base of golf and know what's going on. But for someone like you guys who this may be your first time watching the Masters, or maybe even watching golf in general, I definitely think that it takes some time to build. I highly encourage you to go out and maybe watch some clips of previous Masters so you can see just the hype, the fun, the nostalgia, the vibes around Augusta National. and all that it serves as a course for the PGA Tour and just how competitive it plays. It is such a fun thing to watch. So do not let the first 2 days bore you if you're just now getting into golf. That was my biggest issue watching golf, and I think it might really help. Just stick it out. And even if you don't watch Thursday and Friday and you just want to watch when guys are really in contention, Saturday and Sunday are so much fun. So I highly encourage you to at least watch 2 days out of the 4 days. I understand if you don't watch Thursday and Friday, but Saturday and Sunday are a must watch if you're wanting to get into golf. Moving on to my third tip, Sunday, get rid of the app. That was the first tip, was to get it. The third tip is to get rid of it on Saturday and Sunday, more specifically Sunday. And here's why I say this. Saturday, you guys might be out, you might be traveling, you might be, doing different things out on the road, but you still want to know what's going on. The ESPN app is good for keeping up with it, but it only shows you the scores. I don't think ESPN Plus has rights to be able to put it out. I think it's only a CBS thing, so you can't watch it on the ESPN app, but you can watch it still on the Masters app. But on Sunday, get rid of it. Throw it out. This is why I say this. Sunday, tune on to CBS. They will keep you up to date with all of the guys who are in contention. When Sunday rolls around, this is winning time. This is the time where Scotty Scheffler, Jon Rahm, Brooks Koepka, the guys I mentioned before, there's so many guys that I'm trying to remember now to show you I watch golf, but trust me, there are going to be so many. Roy McIlroy, I say his name weird all the time. People tell me that. I'm sorry, but you know who I'm talking about. There's going to be so many guys, especially coming back from the LIV Tour, going to be playing on it. This is really top tier golf, and I'm so excited to watch it. So Sunday, ditch the app, because that is where CBS shines. Jim Nantz shines. I think he's still doing it. I know he retired from the tournament, but I think he's still doing the Augusta National, the Masters. And so ditch the app on Sunday. Watch the guys that are in contention. And if you are worried about missing things, here comes my tip number 4, which is follow the PGA Tour app on Twitter. And if you want to get even more specific, I'm just now thinking about it, follow the Masters on Twitter. That way, if you guys are like, if you say you watch Thursday and Friday, you're like, I like this insert. I like Tony Finau. I like the way he plays. I like his outfit today. I like, his shoes. I like his game. I like the way he plays. But he's not in contention on Sunday. You can follow the app. You can see all of his shots. You can see his highlight plays if you missed any. I know a lot of people go back and make every shot of this person's insert name of tournament here, so you can go back on YouTube and watch those as well if you just want to know who wins, and then go back later and watch someone like Tony Finau if he's not in contention. But listen, following the app, following the guys on Twitter, the apps on Twitter, why do I keep saying apps? Following the accounts on Twitter is a huge, crucial part to the watching experience, especially when you got to get into the, if you follow somebody on Twitter, it gets pushed into your algorithm. Someone like, his name escapes me, but the guy from Barstool has really good content who focuses on golf. He'll definitely help you see things through a different lens. He breaks things down. He's definitely someone who I've looked through on Twitter whenever I'm trying to learn what certain things and certain terms mean when it comes to golf. And so if I can find his name, I'll put a picture right here for you guys. You can give him a follow as well if you're really interested in understanding golf. But yeah, following the PGA Tour and the Masters and someone like the guy who I just put on the screen here definitely will help your watching experience and explaining things as they go down. And my tip number 5 is simply enjoy it. Go in with no expectations and look at the scenery. Look at how perfect the greens are. Listen to the birds chirping. Look at the guys throwing on their Sunday best fits, or even Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday best fits. It's just one of the most fun times of year for the golf. In my opinion, it's the best tournament in golf. I think a lot of you have that opinion. It's not really like a groundbreaking opinion. Like I said, I'm still new into golf, so don't kill me in the comments if I've missed something. I am trying to learn. I respect this game so much. It is one of the most hardest things I've ever tried to do. You should see me out on a course. Not that I'm good at basketball or football or any of the other things I talk about, because this is through a fan's perspective. But golf is definitely the one thing that has been the most challenging sport I've ever even tried to play. And so when you see these guys hit drive after drive down the fairway, they're hitting 30-foot putts, even longer. They're hitting, they're putting the ball on a dime right next to a hole from 100 yards out with the iron. I mean, it is just incredible to watch. And the scenery that the Masters provides really adds some extra bit of cool things. And on top of that, the iconic moments. So I highly suggest you do that, especially him at the Masters. There's just some type of vintage, awesome feeling when it comes to that. So those are my 5 tips. If you want to call it 6 tips, whatever you want to say. I hope you guys enjoy the Masters. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you want more long form golf content, please let me know in the comment section, because I would love to talk to it with somebody. None of my friends like golf, so I would love to talk golf with you guys. And yeah, if you're new here, hit the subscribe button. I'll catch you on the next video. Peace out.